Hey gang, Phil from Frame and Manufacturing with a new tool we just came up with. This is called the HRS-1, which is a hinge reinforcement straightening tool. The reinforcement plate in hollow metal doors and frames can become bent if wind grabs the door through normal abuse for a variety of other reasons. Once this plate becomes bent, the only thing to do is either replace the door or somehow try and straighten the plate out. So this can be a difficult job. These are welded on the inside of the door, obviously. So this plate allows you to affix to either this row of screws on the reinforcement plate or the other side and bring this up or down, whichever way you need to do it to get the door to swing properly. So we're going to pull this side of the reinforcement plate up a little bit today with the tool. So the first thing you would do is just lay the tool over top. Just going to insert the Allen screws. We only need to bite in on two of the holes there. Snug these up. The next thing we're going to do is insert our 3/4 inch bolts. Not included with the tool. I've got a couple of filler plates. These are just common filler plates for latches and strikes, things like that. But because this door is an 18 gauge door, if we start putting pressure with these bolts, we can actually leave a divot. And that's not that big of a deal. We can fill that with a little bit of Bondo and smooth it over and reprime it if you want to. But these will just spread the pressure on the door out a little bit more and make it a little bit cleaner job. So we'll just slide that underneath.
Good.
On a heavier gauge frame, you probably would not need to use these plates, but as I said, this will just make it a little nicer job. So now that those are snugged up, make sure we're tight to our Allen screws here. Okay, so we've got our Allen screws tight to the top of the tool. And then we'll just start with a 3/4 inch ratchet, tightening these up little by little. Couple turns here, couple turns here, and we're just going to continue doing that. And as we're doing that, we're pulling that plate back up. All right, so we're just going to loosen our bolts up. We're going to remove our plates. And now we've got our plate back up where we want to have it. So nice and level, this door should swing much better than it would have before.